Hi, I'm Randy with Lancaster Archery, here to give you a product demonstration of Last Chance's Vane Master Pro. It's a new release here from them that has been really good. It's extremely accurate. I found myself that I really like this jig for fletching any type of arrow. I just want to show you some of its nice features. Some of the nicer features that it has. One is that if you have several different size arrows, we all know, many of us know that when you go to adjust your fletching jig, it's really hard to get it exactly where it was last time you fletched that size arrow. You go to a different size arrow, you end up adjusting the offset to get your vanes exactly the way you want them, and you have to adjust it back and forth. So with the Vane Master, what's really nice is this is a really easy adjustment on the offset. Is basically you pull that pin out, you put it on whatever degree you want, slide it down up against, that's going to be on the right hand side, and just snug down the knob, and you know that on your arrow, when you're shooting, say, fletching up a gold tip this time, next time I go to fletch this same arrow, it's going to be on number 3, and I'm going to know exactly where I have my nock depth set and everything, which in this case, I have it set on 0. It's going to be pretty standard from the nock to the back of the vane. It's very precise going in. What's also nice about it is these have a Teflon coating on them. Basically, it repels any type of glue. You get any glue on this, it beads up. Really easy to wipe off with a Q-tip or a napkin, anything like that. Very simple. It does automatically center itself also on the shaft, depending on the offset you have. So if we have it on a certain offset, and when you go and you put the vane up against the shaft, it actually self-centers, and you'll see it move slightly to where it settles right in. Just to show you, we'll start with one. They do have 3 different knobs available. This is going to be your standard 3 fletch knob. It's going to be your standard 120 degree 3 fletch. 3 very distinct clicks. You're never going to have an issue with, having it not be in place or anything, as long as you know that it settles in. There's no wiggle when it's in place. And then you also have a 4 fletch knob that will do 90 degrees. That's your standard X pattern. Or you can do 4 fletch with 75 by 105, which is going to be a flattened design. Designed more for hunting and for a higher profile vane, that kind of thing. It's going to give you a better vane clearance on the way out of your bow. So just want to show you a quick demonstration how to fletch these up. So I already did a dry run here. I double checked my offset is exactly where I want it. The back of my vane's right where I want it. Everything's ready to go, and we're ready for glue. I'll put a nice thin bead down through here. And you'll see that once this locks it into place, there's no slop here. It's not like you can put it on an angle or anything like that. This holds it securely in place. Stick it right against. Generally squeeze here just a little bit. And depending on what glue you're using, it may take a little bit longer for it to set. This particular glue is MaxiCure. It generally, for a blazer vane like this, I'll generally hold that 4 or 5 seconds. I'll remove that. And to do a nice neat fletching job, I generally use a Q-tip. Just wipe off all the excess glue. If you got just the right amount of glue, there isn't a whole lot, which is great. So go on to my next fletch. Same thing, you always want to make sure that when you put this in, that your vane goes right to the base of the jig. It's going to give you the same spacing on the back of the shaft, or on the back of the vanes to the back of the shaft there. Same thing. I'll squeeze that on there. Like I said, probably 6 seconds is more than enough for this particular glue. Works really well. Okay, I know that's seated in there good. Same thing with a Q-tip. I'm going to clean off all the excess glue. And I have that clicked into place for our last fletching. Once again, 5-6 seconds. Slide our clamp right back off. Use another Q-tip here, squeeze off all the excess glue. Now, one of the really nice benefits of the Last Chance Fletching Jig is, say you accidentally turned your knock or something like that while you're in between two vanes. Now, what's nice about it is once this is clicked into place, you can actually stick that back in there, slide it on there, and you'll be able to actually get it right back to where it was. Say the red one fell off, so then we would go back to one of the orange ones. We're going to stick it in there and get to where the base matches right up still with the vane clamp rods here, and you can get that. You can turn that knock to where it's just perfect right there again. Take that off, slide it back, fletch your red vane. You still have that same offset as you had before. So you'll see that this is going to be a nice, roughly 2-degree, slightly straight, slightly offset. For more information about the Last Chance Vane Master Pro, visit lancasterarchery.com.